All right. Hey, everyone. Finally, we're going to do this. We're going to talk about the 10 best scenes in Volume 8. Well, by our opinion, of course. Everyone has their own opinion, right? This is ours. So, of course, I'm going to warn for spoilers, and I think everyone probably knows because it's a top 10 list about the whole volume. Okay, so, this is how we're going to do it. Weiss? Okay. So, how are we doing this? Oh boy, come on. You're gonna stand right here. Come on, right here, Weiss. And I'm going to pick each one and we'll take turns reading them, okay? This is what we decided, right? Um, yeah, pretty much. Okay. So, whoa, wait a minute. Are you guys gonna actually do a top 10 list and not put Blake and me in? Uh, okay. Well, it's been Weiss and me for most of it. What? Yeah, but it's the whole volume, which Blake and I read. You're not gonna have us in here? Fine, you guys can be in too. This doesn't have to be difficult, guys. Okay, great. Come on, Blake. I really don't want to be on camera. Oh, come on. Well, how about this? I will be, we'll take turns, okay? Ruby, you go read the first one. I'll read the second one. I don't know, Blake or Yang can do the third and then fourth, and let's just do that. Gosh, you guys gotta make this so difficult. Okay, alright, okay. Let's just get this started. Sheesh. Okay, first one we're gonna start with 10 and go to 1. 'Cause that's how we do that, right? Okay, so number 10. Alright, let's see what 10 is. Aesop's Harry and Vine talk scene. Um, okay, so we thought they should get something. I mean, these guys, we met them in volume 7, and I don't know, I guess people have been kind of over, some people like them, some people don't. Some people are like, oh, they're, I don't know, not much to them other than being like the best analyst or something. And, well, we thought this was an actually good scene for them, or at least for Harriet and Vine, because kind of see more of a human side to Harriet and how she was really upset about Clover's death and everything. I mean, you kind of knew it from, before, but this just made her like human. And then the whole Vine sacrificing himself, even if it was like, okay, we only knew this guy for 2 volumes, and I don't know how many people were like, oh no, not Vine, but at the same time, he sacrificed himself to like save Mantle and everything. So we're like, okay, we'll put it as number 10 on our list. So there you go for that. Okay. Number 9. I'm going to read this one. Oscar's development. Kidnap, talk with Hazel. Okay. So yeah, the whole thing, I mean, Oscar was pretty much more important in this volume than I've seen him in last volumes. Other than, of course, 4 and 5. Because since then, it was kind of, I don't know, what was it, in volume 6, his big thing was getting new clothes. In 7, I guess well, it kind of looked like he got kidnapped at the end of volume 7, but, um, I don't know, he was fighting, what's her face, Neo or something. But we kind of like this because he was put against a lot. He was kidnapped by that Talking Grim, and we honestly should talk about the Talking Grim, but, well, we'll do that later. Oh, right, okay, so we're just talking about Oscar right now, apparently. So he gets kidnapped by the Talking Grim, he gets taken to Salem, he gets tortured by Salem, then he gets tortured by Hazel, and then he's trying to talk to Hazel about his choices. So, and in the end, he's I guess a stronger character now. He's gone through some stuff. I mean, he's been going through stuff, but I don't know. We just thought he should get something for this, I guess. But, yeah, I mean, it's at number 9. What are you gonna do? All right, next. Okay, I'm doing this one, huh? Okay, let's see. What's this? Fight at Amity, Penny versus Cinder? Maria fights? I don't think I was even in that episode. Well, it was exciting. We got to see, I don't know, Penny fight with her abilities. And I guess it was kind of cool how she beat Cinder. I mean, that's cool, right? You know, she used that big beam or whatever. And Maria fighting Dio, that was kind of cool. You got to see Maria fight. I think that was the first time we get to see what she can do. It's exciting, I guess. And of course, at the, you know, end of that whole fight, then they try to do the thing with Amity, but unfortunately, isn't that where Penny got hacked? I don't even know. Well, anyway, the fight was kind of cool. There was a lot, going on with the fight, and oh yeah, Emerald was using her semblance too, but she tried to trick Penny, and it didn't work because Penny's a robot and could see who the real Cinder was when they were trying. She was trying to make a bunch of Cinders to confuse her, but she figured it out, and then she ended up being Cinder. So yeah, that was fun. Now what? Okay, I actually had no idea. I didn't even get to be part of like what the scenes were. Well, I guess I get to read this off. Okay, this is 7, huh? Their 7th one. Nora shoots Weiss through a snow shipping tube. Wait, what? This is on here? Roby, did you write that? Well, it was kind of funny. Hey, I'm doing this. Go. I wasn't even there for this. Anyway, I remember seeing that. It was kind of funny. Weiss is just sitting there like, oh, this is snowshoe shipping, blah, 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 blah. Nora hits a button. She's like, that was basically it. It was just a comedy scene. Number 6. Oh, the talk that I had with Yang about her mom in chapter 11. And also, I'm going to bring up too, remember on the bingo squares how I wanted to confront Salem about my mom and I was mad because Yang got to do it? There's this whole thing, I feel like, with Yang and me and who her mom is. For me, it's obvious that Summer's always been my mom. But for Yang, it's a little confusing because, well, there was, and what was it, volume 5? It was the whole thing with Raven. And I know volume 2, that was the first time Yang talked about both her moms. She talked about, well, she said Summer was her actual mom. And then she was like, well, I had another mom who left me and I've been trying to figure out why. So this is interesting because in this volume, Yang says to Salem, you took away my mom, Summer Rose. And then, Yang and I talk about the whole thing with what possibly happened to all the silver-eyed warriors and, what Salem has done with them and what possibly could have been done with our mom. It was just a really nice scene for my sister and I. We got to talk to each other and have just a nice scene together. It's sad, heartbreaking, actually. So, but, it needed to be done. So that was what we said for, number 6, I guess. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional. Number 5. Halfway there, I guess. What is it? argument between Yang and Ren. We're doing this the wrong way. The wrong people are talking about this. Yang should be over here. Anyway, yeah, there was an argument between Yang and Ren in chapter 4, and then it led to Ren going off on Jean about the fact that he cheated his way in the beacon. I'll be honest, I like the idea that two characters in our main group are having a problem, because it seems like everyone's always getting along and everything's all happy. And I actually, it's nice to have a little contrast, I guess. Red mentioning the whole cheating his way, for John cheating his way in the beacon, a little too late, people, but I think there were fans who actually were like, yes, let's talk about that for a second. Although we don't really talk about it for a second, but he mentions it. So we know it kind of got to him. Like he's saying, what are we doing? We don't know what we're doing. Oh, by the way, Jean, you cheated your way in the beacon anyway. And it's kind of like just one of those things like, right, we're, what? Oh, it was just, I think in some ways, just a fun scene to watch, even though it was supposed to be all serious and everything. You're like, oh, that was a shocker. That's all I have to say about that, though. Number 4, huh? Let's see what number 4 is. Chapter 8, Reveal of the Hound's Eyes. Oh yeah, when Ruby uses her silver eyes to save Penny or whatever from the Hound, and then he had silver eyes. It was this guy who had silver eyes. Chapter 8 overall was pretty good, and that was a chapter I got to be in and actually have a good talk with Ruby. Because Ruby wasn't sure if she knew what she was doing, so I actually got to help her. That made me happy I could help her. And yeah, I guess Willow and Whitley were in there too, and they played their part. And Willow got to actually show us that she could summon when she saved Whitley from the Hound. Just overall, Chapter 8's environment was really cool. I mean, it was right after that hiatus, and they came back with this really nice episode that was kind of dark and scary, and it had the environment there, definitely. And then the big reveal of the Hound having silver eyes. The only issue I had, and maybe some others had too, was when I found out what the Hound was, Ruby says, oh, it was a person, when she should have said, he has silver eyes like me. So I don't know, maybe a little messed up with the writing there. But anyway, the episode was pretty good. So we have it at the number 4 slot. Okay, guys, these are the top three things that happened in Volume 8. Yang's going to do 3. I guess... Wait, Weiss gets to do number 1? I should do number 1. Fine. Yang, you can do number 3. Weiss, you do number 2, and I'll do number 1. Winter saves Meryl. Wait, Winter saves Meryl? I don't even remember that. It was that scene, where he finally, Meryl's had enough. He tells off Ironwood, and he's just like, oh, I see now. I've always been wearing a collar or something, whatever he said. And Ironwood, because he's psycho now, goes to shoot Meryl, and Winter saved him. I mean, she didn't make it look like she saved him. She kind of pushed him down and, put the handcuffs on him, making it like, that, oh, if you want a collar, here's a collar, and oh yeah, that was kind of cool when Winter did that. Yeah, she's like, you want a collar? Here's your, that was really cool. It made Ironwood think, oh, no, I'm arresting him. Watch. He's just like, okay. So he doesn't end up shooting Meryl though. So in a way, she saved him. Yeah, I thought that scene was kind of cool. And then from there, she changed the sides. So that was kind of fun. Yep. Well, I guess I get to do number 2 because Ruby has to do number 1. Okay, so what's number 2? Penny gives Winter the maiden powers. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that whole scene was sad because Penny dies. After all that, after bringing her back in Volume 7, because she was gone in volume 3. And we've always seen her as human, by the way. Didn't have to actually make her human. But yeah, she dies. And Jean's the one that actually kills her, kind of. Well, Cinder started to take the powers, and I guess to stop that from happening, Jean killed her. I don't know, but that's just so weird. Do you guys know that RWBY Chibi episode where Jean and I don't know who else it was, Jean and I don't know, Son or someone, they were doing cannonballs in the pool, and then they get Penny to do one, and she jumps up into the air, and then she doesn't come back, and then RWBY shows up and goes, "Hey, where's Penny?" And John's like, "I don't know what you're talking about," and you know, then he says, "Okay, promise you won't be mad." And RWBY says, "No," and then Penny kind of lands on him or something. Was that foreshadowing this, that Jean was going to kill Penny? I don't know. That might be a stretch. But there's someone who said, like, that originally Jean was supposed to be more responsible for Pyrrha's death, and now they made it where he actually killed Penny. And he's going to have to deal with that with RWBY later. Wow. Well, anyway, what was nice, I guess, about this scene was Winter got the maiden powers finally. And there was always this question of should she have had it back in volume 7 but didn't get it? Well, now she has it. So there you go. That's our number 2. Finally, number 1, the best scene we think for volume 8. Let's see what it is. Guys. Watts tells Cinder off. Oh, yes! Watts tells Cinder off. I'm sorry, what? What? Watts tells Cinder off? What are you guys even talking about? Okay, guys, come on, get out of here. Let me explain. There's a scene, a very interesting scene, where Cinder's all, like, saying, "I'm gonna go get the main powers, I'm gonna get them from Penny or whatever, and then, I'm gonna be most powerful." And then Watts laughs at her. And this is, by the way, where she's holding him out over, she's like on a 10-story building. She's holding him to, like she could drop him any moment to his death. And he just sits there and laughs and says, "Oh, yes, because that's what you always do, isn't it?" And taunts her, and it's just like telling her, you can't just be smart, you have to be strong. You can't just be deserving, you have to be worthy. And it was just like this whole thing. He just threw everything at her. And Watts in general in this volume has been kind of cool. He's kind of sad what happens to him at the end. Like in the end, Cinder basically kills him, I guess. And Salem came back after that whole thing in chapter 9, where they actually, I don't know, Oscar used that cane thing and got rid of Salem. But of course, she comes back right at the end there. And then Cinder and her go off. We'll see them in the next volume. Oh, yay. But anyway, it was still kind of a cool scene to watch. We'll have it down in the description. Go watch it. Anyway, that's it, everyone. That was our top 10. So I hope you enjoyed it, as well as the bingo board stuff. If you haven't seen the bingo board stuff, you can go watch that. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Really. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. We'll see you in volume 9, which is going to be a very odd volume. Maybe we'll do a video about that, what we think was going to happen in volume 9. But it's so weird. We have no idea, really. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.